Hi, I thought I'd do one of these actually. I will say right now, I am really sorry if I offend anybody. I want to talk about charity and charities because there's two different ones. As you know, I'm a Christian and Jesus said we'll always have the poor with us. Because I think what he was saying, it goes two ways. Poverty is here. It starts here. Okay, it starts here. And I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about tithing to the church. When I was sanctioned of benefits, and I went from October 2016 to June 2017 with nothing. And I mean nothing. Eventually my house and benefit was reinstated. I would say about 10, 12 people were helpful in that time. I'm telling you now that was 10, 12 people that are fellow Christians, my brothers and sisters. Hundreds of others out. I'm a doing man. I am. And in that time I read it says about in James 2, faith without deeds. And I'm into that. I'm really into that. I'm a proactive person. I'm not one of these ones who sits around and goes, oh, right. I'm the one who's going out and doing it. That's what I like. That's what I built to. That's what I do. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. The one thing that there's several things came out of that. And one of the things was, because of certain circumstances with certain people, it taught me a valuable lesson. I do not and won't tithe to any church, any form, private, independent to well established. I won't. I tithe direct. I give it to that person. I buy them a meal. I buy them a coffee. I try and get them somewhere, try and sort something out, and that's how I am. I cannot any longer give any money. I actually went to a service of a church and he talked about how we could invest. It was being redone up for some reason, and we could put money into the chairs and into the floor mats. Years ago, my mate Ron talks about going to see Marashi. And he said one of the things that really said, hello, this isn't right, and about gurus, was he sat there and he went, I don't need your money. I don't want your money. And he said it was like a frenzy of people emptying their wallet, writing checks out, and it's subconsciously. One of the reasons I left the Church of England is that because of, it's one of the biggest land and property owners. And I had to walk away from that because it's nothing better than someone in a big church telling you, oh, it's a shame we got poor. Now, I want to get onto the subject about charities. I don't support Oxfam. I don't. Christian Aid, Red Cross, don't support. I don't. Sorry. If I was to get up now and fall over and smash my head on the corner of my bed, split my skull open, peeing blood everywhere, would be the best thing for me to bandage it up and have a little nap. Or phone 999, get to the hospital, get it sewn up, get it sorted, and see if there's any other damage done to it. Well, the bandaging up, I like people like Oxfam, Red Cross and Christian. You've got to understand that Red Cross, Christian Aid, Oxfam, all of them are multi-million pound companies. Okay? These are companies. They're businesses. If poverty was eradicated now, they'd all be laid off. I've been on hundreds of demonstrations about poverty, welfare, all sorts of things, and I've never seen any of these people do anything. apart from standing there with a little banner, while we, the front-line troops, are doing it and getting beaten up. These people can approach Theresa May. What's happening in this country is no longer ethical and moral. I don't think so. It's demonic. They're getting away with things. TfL said in 2003, or was it 13, that in a 6-month period, in Britain, over 500,000 3-day parcels were given out over 6 months. Over 185,000 of them were children. Well, you know, you think it's all foreign aid and stuff like that, and Johnny Foreigner comes in and it's like, oh, there's a council place. And it ain't. It's not true. It's not true. You know, the reason there's a housing crisis is that the ruling body can control people. It's about control. This is why I go out. I'm going out today because I want to see my world changed. I'm going out today with the Socialist Worker Party. I'm a member of the Socialist Worker Party. I want to change this world because I want to see a better world for children. I do. But I must explain several things about this. You know, it is. There's lots of projects. People are making money off projects, the homeless and the poor. They are. There's a project in your town, and I bet you they're making money. They're corporate business. There is money to be spent. I know a couple of people who did caring, this support work, and they had a client that got 64 grand a month. That ain't going to be happening once the National Health goes. Once it's been privatised, I'll tell you now, that will disappear. That'll be gone. Tell you that now. I'm going to tell you something really, 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 really important that you want to really listen to. When that National Health finally goes privatising, and I believe within 5 years, and our next referendum should we put the National Health into private, will be the next referendum, and you will vote for it. I bet loads of you will vote for it. I'm going to tell you now, you're going to see a cull of people die. You haven't seen anything yet. You haven't. You really, really haven't seen anything yet. All Theresa May and the Tory party have done in the last 4 years is test things out. We're going to see a massive cull of people. Because the day they bring that in, that privatising, your medical insurance will go up 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. And if you're 55 plus, you ain't going to get it because you're a liability. I'm telling you now. I'd like you to go out and feed someone today. I'd like you to do that. You may think, oh, well, you know, there's people in this country that are starving hungry. There's people in your street that probably might not be eating. People are being evicted on a daily basis, mate. Families are being destroyed on a family basis. We don't need another little advert from the NUHP saying we need people to get proactive. It is a time. Because this is what they want you to do. You sit there and do nothing. We have got to get proactive. We have got to start doing stuff. Because it's going to really hit the fan soon. We've got to start standing up against poverty and business as well, if there is money in it. And that is wrong. Peace, love and power to the people.